Okay, thank you everyone for coming to the virtual youth career exploration today. We are very happy to have you guys attend, and thank you for attending the Summer Youth Employment Program as well. We are going to have the chat feature going, so if anyone has any questions, please feel free to write in the chat, and Michelle, my coworker, will relay the message to the employers. This will also be recorded today, and it will be emailed out to everyone that is attending, and it will also be posted to Suffolk County Department of Labor's website. And then at the last slide, each company, the contact information and the company name will be shared. We'll pause it so you guys can take a picture, but again, it also will be emailed out to everyone. So I am going to turn it over to our commissioner, Rosalie Drago, and she's just going to go over and introduce all the companies that are speaking today.
Thank you, Haley. Thank you to everyone from our team that put this together, and welcome for our summer youth participants. There are, as of today, 37,000 jobs open on Long Island available right now. What we'll hear about today is several of the jobs, but we're lucky. Our job is to help you find economically empowering employment and to help our employers find good local diverse talent. So we're excited to make that connection here today. This evening, you will hear from Suffolk County Civil Service Opportunities from Retha Fernandez and her team. We are all in government public servants. Our job is mission driven, and our job is to serve the public, which is you. And so you'll hear about jobs in the county and ways to apply for those. Amazon Opportunities. I probably don't need to do any introduction there. Everyone knows Amazon, and there's probably some outside my door. Catholic Health Opportunities. Healthcare is the largest sector where there's employment in Suffolk County with great career ladders, as well as North Atlantic Carpenters Union. So we are doing a tremendous amount of building on Long Island, whether it's buildings or roads or offshore wind, and the carpenters are one of our many trades. And we'll have closing today from Stacy Lesko, who is the reason we have this amazing youth program that you're participating in. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you to our employers. And I'm going to turn it over to Retha Fernandez, who is not only going to talk about civil service, but is the county's first diversity officer. Retha?
Thank you, Commissioner, and welcome everyone. I am Retha Fernandez. My pronouns are she, her, and as the Commissioner stated, I am the Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer for Suffolk County. And part of my job is to help us create a workforce that really reflects the diversity and vibrancy of the county population. So that means increasing opportunities to come work here at Suffolk County government in a role that will allow you to serve the public and establish some financial security and stability for yourself. So I am within first, let me just say congratulations on completing your summer youth employment program. I hope you had a great summer. I hope that you learned a lot, and I hope that you really take advantage of the skills that you may have gained in your work assignments. I am within the Department of Human Resources Personnel and Civil Service, and we are responsible for overseeing the job and employment opportunities for the different towns, libraries, school districts within Suffolk County. And we do employ about 40,000 individuals across the county. So what you want to hear about today are what opportunities are available at the county. You may have heard or you may know that to get a job at the county, for the most part, you have to take a civil service exam. That is true, but we do have some jobs available right now that you can apply for with just your high school diploma. And there are a couple here on this list actually that there are no minimum qualifications. So I'm going to go through the ones that are listed here, and then those links, I think they will be shared with you, I guess, in the chat as well, where you can see and read through the descriptions of all of them. So these jobs are working in government. You can work across any industry or field, and we're going to talk about these jobs that cover engineering, working with your hands, building things, and also some office work. So the first job is titled Neighborhood Aide. And this one, all that's required is a high school diploma and 1 year of doing work with the community or some sort of like social work. So a neighborhood aide can be employed in different departments, whether it be the Department of Health, whether it be the Department of Labor or Social Services. You usually will do work in the community, like attending maybe job fairs or community events. You have to be someone that likes people, likes to talk to people, works well with others, and there may also be some clerical work for the neighborhood aide as well. The next one is the intern position, and this is with our Department of Public Works. And our Public Works Department, they are responsible for roads, snow plows, building maintenance, custodial work, things like that. Engineering. This particular intern position, you have to be currently in high school or graduated within the past 2 years, and you should be interested in like engineering, learning about highways, buildings, architecture, construction, things like that. You should be able to write well and be a good communicator and also work well within teams. You should also be eager to learn and also serve your community. And that position is offering right now $15 an hour, and it is a 2-year position because it's an intern position. The next one is the engineering aide, and this one is also through our Public Works Department. You just need a high school diploma, and you have to have had taken physics or algebra, geometry, and trigonometry in high school. You should be familiar with some types of engineering equipment. And what you'll do as an engineering aide is you will do things like assist with inspection of construction sites, maintain some records, do some surveying. You will work alongside a county employee that's an engineer, so you don't have to do it by yourself. But it's a great opportunity to learn and to work. The next one is just classified as a laborer position, and this one does not have any minimum qualifications. You just must be physically able to do the manual labor that's required. And sometimes that is some heavy lifting, cleaning, maybe some highway maintenance, using power tools or small tools like a lawnmower or chainsaw, and that's through the Department of Public Works. The next one is a wastewater treatment plant operator. So what is that? All you need is a high school diploma, and you will work, again, alongside a county employee, but you'll do things here like maintain sewers and pump stations, maybe use some small power tools, meter reading. You must have a driver's license, though, because you may be required to operate a motor vehicle. That one, again, you should be physically able to handle the demands of the job. The next one is a custodial worker. Again, that has no minimum qualifications, and the custodial workers can do anything from cleaning the buildings, building maintenance, cleaning the windows, painting, anything that is necessary to keep our county buildings clean and safe. The next two, maintenance mechanic and automotive mechanic, they do have some minimum qualifications. So you should have completed some vocational courses, maybe like a BOCES or something like that, or completed an apprentice program, and also have had 1 year of experience in repair work for the maintenance mechanic, or automotive repair for the automotive mechanic. So those you do have some other experience required and some minimum qualifications. And then the last one I'll talk about today this is for an office assistant, and our Traffic and Parking Violations Bureau is looking for someone to do some clerical work part-time for $15 an hour. You just need a high school diploma, but you do have to be a resident of Suffolk County. and you'll do things like data entry, some clerical work. You should know Microsoft Excel or some sort of spreadsheet software. You'll do things like reviewing red light camera footage, but that one is part-time. So all of the descriptions for the full descriptions for all of these jobs are found where it says open positions. And so please, I invite you to go on there, and if there's something that you like, please apply for them, because we do have these positions available for you. And then the last thing well, not the last thing, but related also to employment is our exam. So I did mention that the typical way to get hired at Suffolk County is through an examination process. And that last link there takes you to the civil service website that gives you a list of all the exams that are available. You should, if there's a title that sounds interesting to you, you should click on it, open it up, read what the job is about, read what the minimum qualifications may be to take this exam. For some, there are, you can apply with just a high school diploma, but I encourage you to just browse those list of applications. And we want you to, this is not a one and done thing. You can, on that exam site, sign up with your email address to receive emails for when tests come out. And you should start to continuously think about applying for exams, because this is the way that you can get a job at Suffolk County or in a school district. It may not be this year, it may not be next year, it could be 5 years from now, but we kind of say, to work here, you got to be in it to win it. So you got to take the exams so that we can contact you to see if you're interested in a potential job. And the next slide, I'm going to talk about why it is that you should want to apply for the jobs to work here. First of all, it's government. It's helping your community. It's being able to work close to where you live. And if you have a desire to serve the public, government is the way to go. We offer a tremendous amount of benefits. A big one is tuition reimbursement. So if you are thinking about college or trade school or maybe a certification program, there is reimbursement there for the tuition. You have the opportunity to participate in a wealth building savings plan, and that is our deferred compensation plan. And no joke, we have people that work here that have $1 million or $2 million in their deferred compensation plan, because from day one, when they started working, they started saving their money, and this is so that they have a nice chunk of change for whenever they retire. So this is nothing to sneeze at. It's something that is not offered everywhere, but we're offering it here at Suffolk County. Medical insurance, okay, maybe you don't care about that right now either, right? But you do care about having nice white teeth. You do care about being able to see. And so we offer dental and vision insurance, which a lot of times in other places could be extra, but we offer it here. And then, of course, you would get we get 2 weeks paid vacation. You get 13 days of sick leave and things like that. So you do have the ability to have some time off. That is a pretty good deal that you may not find everywhere else. And that is no shade to all the other companies here, but I'm talking about Suffolk County because I love it and I want people to apply to work at Suffolk County. And lastly, the New York State retirement system. So again, this might not be something that you can imagine, but imagine when you do want to retire, you are able to receive almost your full salary for the rest of your life. Just think about that. And maybe you want to think about your parents or even your grandparents. If you could have that kind of security to know that you have your money coming in, you have health insurance to take care of you and your family should you be ill, that is nothing also to sneeze at. So I'm not sure if I went over my time. I'm not sure if there's any questions, but that's what I wanted to share. And we are committed to being the employer of choice for you. So I encourage you to seriously think about working with Suffolk County.
Thank you so much, Retha. Michelle, are there any questions in the chat?
There are some questions. I believe Retha answered a lot of it. I am interested in a paid internship in accounting so that I can learn about the job and be trained at the same time. And there's another one. How useful for health and wellness for life success? I'm not sure what that means. Are these career jobs or part-time jobs?
So most of them are career jobs, or it can be career jobs. The last one for the office assistant, that one is part-time, but most of them can be career jobs. And also the intern, the one that was intern is only 2 years.
And I
Great.
think also at the end, we'll give some contact information, so you can send us if you have. I noticed someone in here wants, like the person who said paid internship in accounting. We might not be listing that, but we can reach out to different departments. We have accounting in our department, so at the end we'll give you information to contact us.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you again, Retha. Next up, we have Amazon. Emily from Amazon is going to be speaking on behalf of her company.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you all for joining and thank you again for having us. So my name is Emily. I'm going to give you a brief inside look on what it's like to work at Amazon, what positions we have, and just a brief little overview of our hiring process as well. So a little bit about myself. I'm a staffing coordinator for our warehouse locations across Long Island. So essentially, I do help with the onboarding of our entry-level warehouse roles. I have been with the company for a little over 2 years. Initially, I started off as a temp with an external company and was fortunate enough to make that full-time conversion to the position I'm in today. So just to give you a little example of the growth that we have within the company as well. Yeah, so I really do appreciate working with the company. You know, you are really learning everything, new stuff every day. They always say it's every day is day one at Amazon. So yeah, so it's really awesome, always learning new skills, and it's just a great company to be a part of. As far as the positions that we have, so on this first slide right here, regarding our warehouses. So we do have locations in New York City, the 5 boroughs, and for Long Island, but specifically I'm geared more towards the Long Island area, so I'll be speaking to those today. Positions that we do have, I already mentioned before, they're going to be entry level for our warehouse team members. They do start at around $15.90 an hour. But we do offer shift differentials. So depending on where you work, what your role is, what shift you apply to, or even what building you're at, you may be able to earn a little more per hour, which is also awesome as well. So as far as the positions themselves, what they entail, so our warehouse sortation associates, so essentially they'll be assisting and preparing the packages for delivery. So kind of just going through them, sorting by zip code, et cetera, just getting them ready prior to being delivered to our customers. And then the other position that we have, it's called a grocery associate position. So essentially with this role, you'll serve as a personal grocery shopper. Basically within the warehouse, we'll have like a kind of like a grocery store setup with aisles. And you will then go through the aisles and just picking up customers' orders to kind of prepare them for delivery as well. So those are the positions that we offer. As far as the shifts, we have a variety of different options. So we have full-time, part-time. We offer reduced time. So those hours are going to look a little bit in between, a little more than part-time, but a little less than full-time. So that's what reduced time is. And then we also have seasonal positions as well. As far as our requirements, so we do have a simplified, streamlined process. We don't have an interview process. We don't require a resume to apply with us. However, our requirements is that we ask candidates to be 18 years or older and that you could pass a background check and a drug test. So it's pretty simple. As far as how to apply with us, right on the screen right here. So basically, once you go to this website, the amazon.com/hourlyjobs-near-me, once you go there, it will allow you to filter by whatever location you're interested in, and then it'll generate the jobs that are currently hiring at the moment. That being said, let's say you go on there and you don't see the specific location you're looking for. That means it's not currently available at that time. So that's just something to keep in the back of your head. However, if that does happen, don't get discouraged because we do put up new postings every Saturday, which is really great. Typically, we do recommend, say you log on and you don't see something at the moment that you're looking, we recommend like Saturday mornings over the weekends to check, just because that's when we do put up the new postings and they are first come, first serve. So that's always an option as well. But yeah, let's say you log on, you see a position you're interested in. Once you click on that position, it'll allow you to choose a shift that you're interested in, and then basically create an online profile with us, fill out all the requested information it's asking from you. It'll ask like personal information, all that stuff. And then once you do all of that and you submit it, then they will prompt you to select the day to come schedule an appointment with us. And that's kind of where myself and my colleagues will come in. So it's called a new hire appointment. Whichever office, we have a Garden City office where we could process you at, or we have a location out in Ronkonkoma. So depending on which warehouse you do choose, if there's something more out east, then you would choose that. And then yeah, so you would head over to the Ronkonkoma office, or something closer to the city, you come to us, but in Garden City. But yeah, once you submit everything, you come into your appointment, we will verify your work authorization, we'll take your badge photo, and then send your background check, initiate that into our system, and then we'll ask you to then submit a pre-employment drug test, which of course our team is there to help you out with. And then once that's all submitted, it takes about 3 to 5 business days, maximum a week, for us to get the background check results, the drug test results. So that's pretty simplified, pretty fast as well. And then if anything comes up between now and then, they will be in contact with you. But overall, the process does take like 7 to 10 days. So if the background check and the drug tests are good, what they do now is actually very efficient. So when you create that profile with us, there will be a checklist on that profile throughout the whole hiring process. So after that appointment that you come to see us, they will then add some more checkpoints to that list for you to complete before your start date. So for example, you can expect to see, it's called MyDoc, so like any payroll information to fill out, any personal information, and then along with that, your virtual orientation that they'll ask you to complete. So yeah, they will just add some more check boxes on that list for you to complete, and then just make sure you have all that done for your start date. At our offices, unfortunately, we don't print the badge photos out there. We just submit them and take them. But on your start date, you can expect them to have that ready for you as well. So yeah, on the next slide for our benefits, they do vary by role type, but that being said, Amazon does offer a variety of benefits within the company for their associates. So we have a full range of benefits for full-time US employees and eligible family members as well. We do offer medical, dental, vision, and even prescription drug coverage. So part-time employees who work more than 28 hours per week will receive benefits, including life and disability insurance, dental, vision, and premiums paid in full by Amazon, and funding towards medical insurance. So as far as benefits as well, like I said, they do really vary by shift that you apply to, role, all that. So benefits, part of that new hire orientation that will be on that checklist that I just went over. In that orientation, they will go more in detail of what benefits you would receive regarding, based off of the position you applied with us. But yeah, I believe that is all I have. Of course, feel free to reach out to me if you have any further questions. I'm not sure if there's anything in the chat box.
Thank you so much, Emily. Michelle, is there anything in the chat for Emily?
There was one question, and I think it should be directed for all companies.
Okay.
Do you make accommodations for people with disabilities?
Yes, I'm actually glad you asked that. We do have a really wonderful accommodations team, and I will grab that info and drop it in the chat. But yeah, they're really wonderful. They are there to support you even from the very beginning of like starting the application. You could request accommodations to even come into the new hire event to see us. They're really there to help support you throughout the whole process. So thank you for bringing that up. I will drop that in the chat.
Thank you. Okay. And next up, we have Catholic Health. We have Jessica from Catholic Health speaking about her company today.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jessica Bird. I'm a talent acquisition manager here at Catholic Health. And so you may not know us by our entire name, but you'll definitely know our hospital. So we have 6 hospitals, 3 skilled nursing facilities, over 80 medical practices, and that's only growing. So with the hospitals, we have St. Francis, Good Sam, St. Joe's, St. Charles, St. Catherine's, and Mercy. So kind of comprises all across Long Island, and we have a big footprint. We were voted a top workplace on Long Island, and also a best place to work by Modern Healthcare. I've been here for 4 years, and I have to say I love working here. I think it's awesome giving back to healthcare, where you feel like you're making an impact, and sometimes you're not in a patient-facing role, but you still do kind of get to give that patient care by whatever job that you do within healthcare. So it's been a wonderful experience to see that throughout. So as far as job openings, I kind of put the gamut up. And the reason I did this was because, to be honest, people start in one place, go to another all the time. And that's the beautiful thing about being within this organization, is I've seen it myself. I've seen myself grow throughout the organization, similar to what Emily was saying at Amazon, but I've also seen it within colleagues. So I was talking to one of my HR colleagues who was telling me about the fact that she started as a registrar in the ED, which is an entry-level position that would fall under like the administrative clerical. That we do have a lot of titles, but that would be one of them. So they help register people in the ER, and she grew her career where she started out as a per diem, picking up hours. She then went to a full-time position as an admitting clerk in the ER. After that, she wanted to try HR. And so she applied for a position there, had no HR experience, but was able to transition over there. She even said that, throughout transitions in her life, when she started having her kids, she was able to go per diem, part-time. And that was a wonderful opportunity for her, where the company supported her throughout that lifetime. And then, thereafter, when she was in HR, she was part-time, decided to go back for her bachelor's, and took advantage of our tuition assistance program, got her bachelor's, and now she's grown her career to be, higher up in HR. So it's nice to kind of see those stories. I've recruited for, a lot of the nursing positions, in my time here. And I can say that I've seen tremendous growth in a lot of people. A lot of the directors I work with started as nursing assistants at Catholic Health. They've moved across different facilities. And that's the beauty of being within a large healthcare system network, is you can start one place and you don't know where your career is going to go just yet. So it's kind of beautiful to see those stories unfold. And in those relationships you build as you work here. We do have pretty generous tuition assistance. So that's the nice part. So they so we have, thank you. So we have nice tuition assistance program. So basically yearly, that would be something that as long as you're a 0.4 or higher, you're able to take advantage of our tuition assistance. Some of our facilities also have reimbursement for different certifications you can get. So, we have positions that are entry level, but are patient facing. For example, some of our clinical associate positions, or the peri-op assistants, and you may need a CPR certification. So that's something a lot of our facilities will cover as well. We do have what we call the benefits of caring. So that's our benefits package. And so as long as you're a 0.5 or higher, which comes out to 37.5 hours biweekly that you would have to work. We do have medical, dental, vision, prescription. We have different plans you can select from. So there is kind of that wide variety. We have life insurance. We have disability. We also do have a 403B. We also do have a defined pension plan. So this is something I know, a lot of companies may not have anymore, but that's something we take a lot of pride in. It's through the Diocese of Rockville Center. And so we do have that for any employees that work at least 20 hours per week. We have flexible spending accounts and a lot more benefits. Honestly, I feel like it does grow every year, because we always try to do what's best for our employees throughout. So as far as what you can do with opportunities, so obviously with schooling, maintain a high GPA, trying to gain some transferable experience if you're already in a position, any summer opportunities, also speaking to colleagues in healthcare who may be able to guide you. I think that's the beauty of healthcare is people refer people all the time, and there are so many jobs that you may not have known existed in healthcare because it's a 24/7 operation. There is jobs in kind of every sector. So even in service and trade, if something breaks, there needs to be people overnight to be able to fix things. And obviously we have our own dietary just because we have to feed the patients, feed the staff, et cetera. So there's limitless opportunities. And so speaking to other people in healthcare that may help you decide which area you'd want to start in and which area is right for you, joining clubs and associations, gathering references and connections, and researching the opportunities. So actually, it may be the next slide, but let's see there. Yeah, so I put our process here. But I also put a snapshot of our website because there are different places that might help you learn a little bit more about us, about what we offer. So on the top, you can learn a little bit more about our facilities. So there's a drop down with each one. You can learn a little bit more about Catholic Health as a whole if you go to that one all the way on the right. As far as the middle, you can search for opportunities. So you can search them by name. You can search by facility. And when you do search, you can actually also be able to filter even further. So there are some good search options there. And then we also hold a lot of hiring events now. So that events banner, I just snapshotted one piece of it, but it does kind of go through a loop of different events we might be holding. So we do service and trade events. We do nursing support events. We do them probably more than once a month now, just because we like to be able to meet people and see them in person. And we do have people, the managers interview with the candidates on the spot. So that's the beautiful part about that as well. Overall, our process, so up top there. So for every position, you would have to put in an application. So you'll go through the application process. We typically do a phone screen. The recruiters will reach out to do a brief phone screen just to learn a little bit more about you and what you're looking for as far as a position, but also in your career. Then we usually set up the interview. For the most part, they're in person at this point. So most likely it would be an in-person interview. We do collect references as well. So what this would comprise of is two supervisors or previous supervisors and a peer. If you are someone who's newly graduated, we do take teachers or professors or things like that. And then once we get those references back, if all goes well, there's an offer. And then you would go through the onboarding process. Orientations do vary by obviously what kind of department you're going into, but you would definitely do a general overview orientation where you learn more about the benefits and about the organization. And then you'd also do a system orientation where you would really learn about the system as a whole and get to know your colleagues within our other Catholic Health facilities. We definitely want to promote everyone kind of getting to know each other, even across facilities. So that's one thing that you would attend as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Michelle, are there any questions for Jessica in the chat?
There are no questions at this time.
Okay, great. Thank you again, Jessica. Okay, and last but not least, we have David from the North Atlantic States Carpenter Union. So whenever you're ready, David.
Hi, good evening. Thank you. I am Dave Brumstead. I'm a business development rep for the North Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters. In your area, part of New York, we're also known as Carpenters Local 290. United Brotherhood of Carpenters, we're a national organization, and we have host about 600,000 members. So joining in Suffolk County, you could transfer anywhere in the United States and Canada if you decide to relocate. What we do is we build, and we build like hospitals for Catholic Health. We build Amazons. We're currently building 2 Amazons for Rochester, and I know we do tons of work for the county of Suffolk. So 2 sides to our organization is our membership in New York State, we have 30,000 members, and the other side is contractors. We start entry level out as a pre-apprenticeship program or a first-year apprentice. What is unique about the North Atlantic States Regional Carpenters Council of Carpenters is that we pay you to come to school. You come to a 4-year apprenticeship program and you are receiving a paycheck. So it's an earn while you learn program. Depending on the county that you start off in, you start out at a total package of wage and health and pension benefits of $30 an hour. After you complete 4 classes per year and 1,000 hours worked, you will get an increase to a second-year apprentice, which also comes with a pay increase. So as you go through the apprenticeship program, it's a career pathway for just general carpenters. You could keep that slide up, please. General carpenters, we do interior system, lathers, cabinet makers, millwrights, pile drivers, underwater divers. We do a lot of renewable energy with our carpenters. We build solar fields and we bid offshore and onshore wind. And we do a lot of residential house building and complex building. So some things that you may not think that carpenters work on, obviously, is some bridges, the World Trade Center we built, some real great unique projects. I know there's a question about disabilities. We also have shops that are part of our organizations where you can go right to a shop and just work there every day out of the elements in a shop atmosphere. Or if you have the desire to work out in the elements or outside building from the structure to the ground up to the roof, that could be your option too. The Carpenters is an equal opportunity hiring employer. We have a Sisters in the Brotherhood program that we welcome women into trade. I'm actually a little bit about myself. I'm a 4th-generation carpenter. One of my cousins, Eileen, just retired as a union carpenter. She had 31 years in. I have 2 children. One is 20 and one is 22 that are just completing the apprenticeship program, being a 5th generation. So it's really a career-based job opportunity. And we are always continuing hiring. If you decide this is something not for you and 2 years down the road, please feel to reach out to us. Right there is our website on how to learn more. And there's really no catches. It's really you as an individual learning more about us. Our goal is to educate you on the opportunity to open a door with the Carpenters Union. And if you want a free education and get paid for it through the apprenticeship program, our apprenticeship program is worth 30 college credits, and there is no tuition or cost for that 30 college credits. So if you think you like the outdoors, building things at the end of the day and saying, yep, I was a part of that, you may want to look into the North Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters. Pay wise, I did touch on a little bit of that. The pay rate is really fantastic. If you can go to the next slide, please. We have an annuity, which is like a 401k. We have health and dental insurance. We have a pension along with a vacation fund and accidental life insurance. There's other benefits for, club memberships and federal credit union and things like that. But these are the 5 fundamentals of our benefit plans that start off day one. You may not be thinking about now, but retirement and pension and annuity is key for something, as you'd be eligible to retire full at age 55 in the Carpenters. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, David. Michelle, are there any questions for David and his company?
There are no questions.
Okay, great. Okay, so this is everyone's contact information. Again, this PowerPoint will be shared. And now I am just going to pass it over to Stacy Lesko, the Director of Youth here at Department of Labor, for just some closing remarks. And thank you everyone for attending today. And thank you to all the companies as well. Stacy, whenever you're ready.
Hello. I'm going to repeat what Haley just said. Thank you all for participating in this Zoom for our youth that participated in the Summer Youth Employment Program. There was some very valuable information that was shared. We had over 750 young people working this summer throughout Suffolk County, from the East End all the way to Copiague, Amityville. So we had a really nice distribution of young people. Some of the young people are still in high school, so this was good information and gave them some things to think about. Some of the youth in our program have graduated high school and are going off to college, and some are what we call experiencing work first, where they've graduated high school and they're not sure if they want to go to college or any sort of vocational training. So they're looking to get into the world of work through entry-level positions such as the ones discussed tonight. So that was some great information that was given out. I can't see the young people that are on the call, but it looks as though we have about 60-something youth on the call. And anyone who is interested in getting further information, or they missed something tonight, or there's some sort of career field that they're interested in looking into or getting involved in that wasn't on the call tonight, can feel free to reach out to us here at the youth program. Again, it's Stacy Lesko, and the number to get in touch with us is 853-6526. And I don't think I have access to the chat. I don't know if anyone's asking questions. So Michelle, if you want to let me know. And if not, thank you all for participating, and congratulations on completing a wonderful summer and a summer employment program. And if you are interested in perhaps participating again next summer, you want to get in touch with the number that I just gave, 631-853-6526, sometime on or after May 1st. Thanks again. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. Michelle, any more questions in the chat?
There are no more questions, and I did add Stacy's phone number to the chat for everyone
Okay.
to.
Thanks, Michelle.
Great. Thank you, everyone, again for attending.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Have a great
Be
evening.
safe.
So-